Hey, what's going on? Joel here, State 48 Exotics. That hasn't changed. Couple of things. I don't know if you guys and girls are following Max Morphs, but if you're not, you would be silly not to go over there and check his channel out. It's awesome. I'll throw it down in the description. Aside from having just an awesome collection of animals, the man is so happy to me. You know, he's always in such a good mood, and I love that. I love watching his videos. Puts me in a good mood. I love being in a good mood. Also, quick shout out to Euphoric. Got my shirt on lock, so that's good. But yeah, so anyways, all else aside, we're going to go ahead and dive into the third stage or third level or whatever you want to say of the rack system. I'm just kind of doing 3 snakes at a time, working my way down till we're done with the rack. So that's kind of been our trend. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's Casper. She's my favorite. She's my favorite ball python here. I'll say it. I have a favorite. Casper is it. She's obviously a blue-eyed leucistic. Oh crap, we got a little fuzzy in there. Maybe not the best background, white background for a white snake, but I love this snake. She was the first snake that I got when I got back into ball pythons. Not a lot of people know, or maybe a lot of people know, I'm not really sure. I was breeding ball pythons in like 2010, 2011 area. And with riding dirt bikes and everything I was doing, it was just, I didn't feel like it was acceptable to be away from the snakes so long when I was traveling and racing and doing everything I was doing. So I ended up getting out of it. And I went to a show probably like 3 years ago or so, and because I still love snakes, and I saw her there, and this was always a dream snake of mine, and I picked her up, and then here we are today, just down the rabbit hole. But yeah, here she is. She's incredible. She's active, fun. She's been this size for 2 years. She just doesn't grow, but that's okay, because she's essentially just a pet here, and I love her. So there's Casper. Creative name, I know, but here we go. All right, so we're getting into some males now. This is Leahy. He is a scaleless head pinstripe. He is hopefully going to be breeding to and producing with my scaleless head female. She should easily be able to go this year. She's at 1,700 grams. She was actually a weight last year too. I put them together, but it just didn't seem to hold. So, you know, first year breeding, there's a lot of difficulties, things that kind of went wrong. So, you know, that's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. And she didn't go, so there you have it. But and that was in honor of Trailer Park Boys. That is a reference. Obviously, it's a well-known reference, but if anybody watched Trailer Park Boys and sees Ray, you'll know what I'm talking about. But back to the snakes. I love the scaleless head project. I think it's really interesting. The scaleless snakes in themselves are obviously incredible, but the scaleless heads do some pretty awesome things. I mean, the snakes seem to be brighter. Their pattern seems to be a little more wacky. You know, obviously a pinstripe has a distributed pattern anyway, but it just seems like you know, the dots on the back, and then the sort of almost high white sides, and the track marks coming up, how they're highlighted by white, is, I feel like it's a pretty cool project. Even if you don't ever want a scaleless animal, I think it's something cool to just have on all of your animals, because it doesn't drastically impact it, like wash out the pattern or do anything like that, but it's almost like an enhancing gene to me. So that's something for me to consider, and adding in on everything. And you know, that's pretty much what I plan on doing anyways. So he sired one baby for me this year. It was a scaleless head, 100% het clown male, and I think I am going to let that one go. I just don't really have, in a perfect world, I would have got a female. I just don't really have any real need for him right now. Though there is no problem with keeping him, because it would be nice to make visual clowns with a scaleless head. That's not a bad gig at all. Especially since I think it is an enhancing gene. So I don't know, we'll see. I have him on Morph Market, so if you want to check that out, that'd be cool. But yeah, at any rate, the Scaleless Head project. What a project indeed. Okay, so here we go. We have a fire 100% het clown, 100% het pied. And this snake right here is absolutely stunning. I mean, I wouldn't by any means call me an expert really in anything in my life. But this snake is gorgeous to me. She is so pretty. I love what fire does to these animals and how well it really holds its color. I mean, the snake only gets better with age, and that's just... Fire and Yellow Belly are pretty much tied for my top two favorite genes as far as enhancing goes, other than, let's say, a Desert Ghost, but, that's a whole nother topic. But she's gorgeous. And she, she was lucky enough, or I was lucky enough to have her give me my Fire Clown Pied this year, and that snake, oh my gosh, that's an absolute dream come true. So it's silly what a double het or even a single het can get you. The visual snakes that they can produce are absolutely incredible. I really feel like a lot of people aren't really too pumped on hets and stuff like that. Everybody really wants the visuals. I mean, myself included, but it's insane the power of a het, and what a good het can really make for you. And the price reflects that, Hets usually really aren't that expensive, and that's incredible because there's some gorgeous animals out there that are carriers for recessives, and they make absolutely incredible animals. And that's just something that's so cool to me. What this snake produced this year for me is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing, and I couldn't be happier with her. And so, we might do a repeat breeding this year, or, I'm really thinking my Coral Glow Pied, that is 100% het for clown, might be her new boyfriend. Banana Fire Clown Pieds would be marvelous. So yeah, but anyways, everybody, thanks everybody for tuning in again. I know these are kind of maybe a little bit weird videos. They're a little shorter, but I'm having a really good time pulling all these snakes out and showing them off a little bit, giving them their time to shine, because each and every one of these snakes hold a special place in my heart, and I just love coming into this snake room and talking about snakes, looking at snakes, and doing all that. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and I hope everybody's having a great night, great morning, and can't wait to talk to you all soon. See ya.